It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Jimmy Butler. Stith is out there with Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Martin in at the 4 spot. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Miami on defense. Hield with the bucket.
A catch and shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Pass to Stith. Back to Lowry. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Turner against Adebayo. Stith off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Here's Duarte. You saw him with 29 points last game. Hield with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Lowry. 9 points last game out. Pass to Adebayo. Now, here is Martin. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus. Makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
And that one misses. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, there's no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all-defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. All sorts of time, and that one's good by Stith.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The pass to Duarte. Back to Halliburton. Hield outside. From downtown. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And Martin now top of the key. Outside for Lowry. Drills it from outside.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, T.A. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
That's right. I mean, the only thing that matters is what the scoreboard shows. I mean, your role is dependent on what the team needs from you at the time. Excel in your role. That's what good teammates do.
Now Adebayo, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Lowry against Halliburton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, and he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
Now, here is Halliburton. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Smith. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Heat go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And that one's good by Butler.
I know Butler would rather drive in most cases, or maybe shoot the three, but here he's determined to score in the mid-range.
Here's Duarte, covered by Stiff. And Turner kicks to Hield. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here is Stiff. 32 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
That one good for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Duarte. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Great quarter at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside Butler. Passes it to Stiff. Outside Lowry. Launches it. And again, Miami with the triple.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Lowry against Halliburton. Smith inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Miami leading by 6. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired, not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And here is Turner after Jimmy Butler made that last 3-pointer. Turner passes to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Martin. And here we go. It's Butler.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Halliburton kicks to Hield. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path, starting his collegiate career in junior college.
And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Turner. Jackson comes in for Smith, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. He's off on the second. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Now here's Hield. He's got 12. Now here's Jackson. Back to Hield. Pass to Duarte. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Oladipo. Hero trying to get open. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. You know, for a guy who's averaged around 7 points a game for his career, McConnell really makes his presence felt at the offensive end. He does it largely as a playmaker.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
To me, it's been the ball move. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And both free throws good for McConnell.
And another thing about McConnell, man, he really brings the energy.
Big time, Greg. Big time energy guy. Plays with great pace, always looking to push the action, and he does so without turning the ball over, and he's a sneaky defender as well.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Duarte passes to McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo against Hield. Here's Duarte. Shot, high post. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And finished off by Oladipo.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Hield. Lets the three fly. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Oladipo outside. The pass to Stiff. Outside, Hero. Passes it to Stiff. Oladipo outside. The three. The Heat rebound. Chalk up 2 there. And the Heat lead by 13.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Duarte.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
1:53 left here in the first quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Both shots good from the stripe.
The Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they've got some nice young pieces to build around.
Now, Hero. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Dedmon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Second personal foul.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That
Substitutions here for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Smith comes in for Daniel Tice. Halliburton subbed in for Duarte. On the floor for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Martin. Then there's Lowry. And there's Stith. And it's Butler in at the three, the small forward. Mark, you know about Indiana. The Pacers, a young team that's still looking for a leader.
Yeah, they're in growth mode right now. Clearly a team in transition, but that's not always bad. I mean, I love some of their young pieces, and I'm excited to see what this team can look like in a year or two.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
There's the pass to Hield. This one for three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
Pacers trail by 10. Pass to McConnell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Halliburton finds Hield. Halliburton trying to break loose. Hield can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Halliburton against Stith. And it's Halliburton missing. The Heat leading by 12. Here's Lowry. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lowry's got 12 points in the game.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
And Halliburton slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Coming off that loss against the Nets,
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Time for your Indiana face mates, everyone. Let's get excited.
Jackson, who's checked in for Indiana. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. McConnell against Adebayo.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Stith, the pass to Butler. Here is Stith. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Left.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college. That scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
McConnell against Lowry. Here is Stith. 13 points in the game. Here's Martin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
That free throw, no good. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Pacers trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Healed the pass to Turner. Now Halliburton. 6 to shoot. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Halliburton. Turner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Stith. Butler against Hield. Martin trying to free himself up. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Halliburton against Stith. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Hits the jumper in space. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Stith against Halliburton. Lowry from outside. The Pacers pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Now the pass to Hield. Here's Bitadze, covered by Martin. McConnell with it. He's got 6 over Butler. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Stiff. McConnell against Lowry. Got a hand on it. Hield outside. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
2 noisy points from a noisy guy. Butler has so much passion, and he chirps out there a little bit, and yet his team feeds off of that.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Stiff against Halliburton. Feeds it to Lowry. They get it back. Martin. Good. And the Heat lead by 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Halliburton. Turner with it. Latrey. Tries again. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Martin. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Bitadze, covered by Martin. Back to McConnell. Fires from deep. A rebound by Stiff. Stiff's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy has worked it.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Pacers. Chris Duarte comes in for T.J. McConnell. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Heat. Oladipo comes in for Caleb Martin. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
To the left wing, here's Duarte. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Oladipo outside. Over to the wing. Stiff the pass to Dedmon. The rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Inside. Rebound by the Heat.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the pass to Dedmon. Heat moving the ball around. Oladipo for 3. That shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Could make for some fairly high drama.
Three-pointer, Hield. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got a pair of triples in the second out for the Pacers.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Floats one up. Butler finds Lowry. Here is Stiff. He's got 13. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Stith's got 8 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Back to Halliburton. Passes to Bitadze. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pacers making a switch here. Smith has checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Heat leading by 18. Lowry kicks to Oladipo. Yep, that one goes. And it's 6 points for Victor Oladipo.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Back to Halliburton. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Stith. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 18 points for the kid. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Halliburton passes to Bitadze. Halliburton outside. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Bitadze. And the shot is good. Bitadze's got 6.
He's so dangerous in the pick and roll. Halliburton beating the defense with that pass right there.
Oladipo outside. Right wing. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Heat opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Here are your Indiana.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Buddy Hield is out there with Smith. And it's Turner in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Duarte. And here's Halliburton. Smith, the pass to Duarte. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Lowry. Fires for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And we've seen this before. Once Lowry gets cooking, he's an absolute load who cannot be stopped.
Adebayo against Turner. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Hield. It's hauled in by the Heat. Stith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Butler in the corner. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. That one is on Hield. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And looking back
last season. How about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
That free throw good from Butler.
Butler's leadership the last few years has really been admirable. I mean, the guy simply wants to win, and he's willing to pay the price to do so.
Here's Duarte, covered by Stith. Halliburton passes to Smith. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 6. That shot is off. Butler finds Lowry. And here's Martin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
He had 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
That's good from Martin. And both free throws good for Martin. And Indiana shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Timeout called, the Pacers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The pass to Halliburton. Here's Duarte, covered by Stith. Here's Turner. The shot missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Healed outside. Passes it to Duarte. Just 5 to shoot. They could use a bucket. Rebound by the Heat. Stith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Halliburton outside. Looking to get it going. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Ouch. 5 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of that. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Back to Turner. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Stiff. Stiff's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Healed against Butler. Indiana moving the ball around. To end the run. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Yeah, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
Two.
And the first one drops. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Heald, and a new group in for the Heat. Yurtseven's checked in for Caleb Martin. Max Strus comes in for Jimmy Butler.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Duarte, covered by Stiff, and good that time. Duarte's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And so it's the Miami Heat cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Stiff, Caleb Martin out there with Butler. Then there's Lowry, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson kicks to Heald. Just 5 on the clock. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Here's Heald. Pass to Duarte. 6 on the shot clock. Smith in the posts, covered by Martin. Butler against Heald. Here's Jackson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Lowry passes to Stiff. Back to Lowry. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Well, their pass it to Stiff. To the inside. Back to Lowry. The Heat need to get a shot off. Healed outside. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The dish to Smith. They kick out to Heel. Bangs home the trifecta. Heel's got 28.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Floats it up for Adebayo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. In the corner, it's Healed. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bounce pass, Butler. Outside Lowry. Pass to Butler. Now here is Martin. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 8th assist in the game. Timeout called the Pacers. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson.
Turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Healed outside. Back to Halliburton. And there's the pass to Orte. Sinks the three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside Butler. Passes it to Stiff. Outside Lowry. Down low. Adebayo. And it goes down 2 points.
Adebayo.
And the Heat lead by 19.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Pass to Healed. All alone. And off the left side of the rim, and he swirls in for it. Heald's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Stiff. Back to Lowry. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Healed, the pass to Orte. Dishes it to Smith. Halliburton for three. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Lowry against Healed. Here's Stiff. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Healed right side. Now the pass to Orte. A rebound by Stiff. Stiff's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Lowry can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 20. Healed outside. To the inside. Here's Turner. No problem on the jumper in close.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Butler on the wing. Here is Stith. Outside Lowry. Three-pointer, Butler. And they recover it. Passes it to Martin. Pass to Stith. 5 to shoot. Lowry for 3. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That will be foul number 5 on him. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Stith.
Tyler Hero. Substitution on the court.
Here's Martin. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Duarte, covered by Stith. It's stolen. Here's the break. Oladipo outside. Here's Martin, trying to get open as Butler, and it's Martin missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Smith kicks to Turner. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oladipo against Smith. Out to the right wing. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Stith. Stith's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Heat. Pacers trail by 19. Pass Duarte. Lowry against Halliburton. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Butler passes to Oladipo. Clock at 6. Butler against Jackson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Halliburton. Smith right side. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against Indiana.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the kid.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
That free throw good from Turner.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
And he can't hit the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And the pass to Yurtsevin. Here is Stith. Five on the clock. To the right side. Vincent. three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Taylor. Three-pointer. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home field to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.